All right, welcome back to the channel. It is a late afternoon, and what a week it has been. It's like 11 degrees now. It has rained most of the day, so our driveway is completely cleared. The snow is melting at an incredible rate. You can see that. We have standing water now. And I just wanted to take a moment and show you how to grease your Zerks on your BX. Specifically the BX 2822A snowblower, the heavy-duty front-mounted snowblower. Just a few spots. I also wanted to do a quick test because the augers have a grease point here and a grease point here that greases the inside of this, but I have a difficult time getting grease in there, so I'm going to undo the shear bolts here and see if I can spin it while adding grease, and maybe that will do something, allow us to get some grease in there. So I use a Milwaukee M12 grease gun, and it does very well for 99% or 98% of the Zerks on the tractor. The only ones that it has trouble with is the ones in that front auger. So on the front snowblower, you have the two pillow blocks at the end, there and there. You have the Zerks on the auger itself, there and there. You have one buried in here, which is for the shaft that runs through. So on the back side of the impeller, back there. And then there's about 12 down the K-connect, and I think a bunch on the PTO as well. So let's get at it. The other one to remember is the one on the deck. This one here. This is an important one. I'll show you that later. That's for your treadle pedal, and you should make sure to get that one. So let's do the ones at the end first. They're easier to get to. And I am using the lock and lube, which is very handy. It's also important to clean off your Zerks before you spray them or you fill them, because you're going to push a bit of dirt in there and you don't want that. And then all you do is you give it some squeezes. I'm out of grease. It's always the way, isn't it? You're out of grease, or you're out of propane, or you're out of gas for your welder. You may comment in the comment section of the stuff that you always have to go to get ready for, and you find out it's out of gas. So I guess it's a good time to say that it doesn't really matter what kind of grease gun you have. Oh, we got grease. So we are going to switch over from the Milwaukee M12 to the manual. And this one does not have the lock and lube, so you just gotta push it on and yank it off. Be careful how you yank it off. Good. So we'll clean that off. Now what you're looking for here is grease to come out in that section. So let's see if we can see that. Three, four, yeah, see, there you go. Nice grease around there. If done correctly, this one you'll see grease come out the ends, but it takes a lot of force. So this should be coming out here, and it'll also be coming out here. So we'll undo the shear bolts. And the shear bolt looks a bit bent. So the shear bolt has natural cuts in it here and here, so that if it does shear, it pops the ends off and it doesn't wreck your auger. So now we should be able to spin that. I don't want to just get that spun, so we can redo the grease channels. And hopefully put more grease. That's better. Much better. So we'll take that and we'll spin it. And I don't know if you can see that, but there's already grease coming out here. So I'm going to put the pins back in because I want the grease to go to the end. And there's grease coming out this side as well. So that's good. Make sure you put your lock washers back on. And your nut. And these ones use 13 mils. There we go. Now we'll continue to put grease. So you can see the old grease is there, so I'm going to be happy with that. The other thing to be aware of is that your augers should be off-centered. And by that I mean they should be self-opposed. So the front section, these should not be together. This one has to be behind, this one has to be in front. That means you're not overloading your impeller. You are loading the snow, loading the snow, loading the snow, loading the snow. Gives it time to work. So make sure that you have these offset. All right, let's try to fill this one now. That's going much better. There we go. All right, that's done. The other one that's important, as I said, is the one that's on your treadle pedal. It's under this little flap. So if you open up the flap, oh, that one's gross. clean it off well. Put your grease gun in. Give it a couple pumps. There we go. And gravity will fix that one. There's no clip on it. It's just a flap. So I am going to go do the other ones off camera, but I just wanted to show you when you're filling up your pillow block. Okay, this is the pillow block that came out of my K-Connect, and I replaced both of them because this bearing actually cracked. And you can kind of see, hopefully you can see it, there's a small crack right here. You might be able to see it on the inside better. Right along here, the whole inside of the bearing cracked because I think this grub screw was put too tight and it cracked it. So I ended up replacing both bearings. Now, this is a pillow block, this is a bearing, they go together. This is where I took it apart to see if I can get new ones. When you're filling this up with your grease gun, you're putting grease into it, just like normal. You can see grease rides in a channel up in the inside. Okay? What that does is it fills a channel on the inside of the race around the bearing. There's a small channel that goes all the way around, and it centers and helps to minimize the vibrations of the bearing. Also, there's a channel on this bearing. There are two small holes in this channel. One is here and one is here that grease can get in to lube your bearings. So when they tell you, you don't have to put like 6 or 8 pumps into these pillow blocks, because all you're doing is putting a very minute amount around. As you can see in this one, and a small bit goes into that small hole, gets spun around, collects. So what I can do is I can show you, take this off, of what happens. Pump, pump. I'll show you on the back side maybe. Where's the light? Can you even see this? See the grease filling up inside here? It's going through the outside rim, around that channel, and inside your bearing. I've done it 2 pumps now, and you see that it's fine. If you keep going, it just oozes out. So you don't need to you don't have to do lots of pumps. 2, maybe 3. And that's it. Any more than that and you're wasting it. Now, that's different if you're doing it on your pin equipment. Right? So like on my front end loader, if you're doing it on the pins, yes, you need to do a couple more pumps because you want grease all the way around those. Any of the hinge points you have to do. Same with your backhoe. Wherever you have hinge pins going through, you have to do more pumps to get rid of the old grease and bring new grease in. But on the bearings and the pillow blocks, you don't have to do that. 2 or 3 pumps. As soon as you start to see the old grease coming out and a bit of the new stuff, then you're fine. So hopefully that helps you on your equipment. I don't expect to get too many more snows. This is like our first spring, I guess. It's so damp and there's mist in the air, but that'll be it. So that's how you take care of the grease Zerks. How you fix the BX3822A greasable positions. Go through your manual, they're there. Make sure you do them. Actually, I don't know if it has a grease gun there. I guess because it would get destroyed on the inside. So we're going to be doing a full-on maintenance on that at the when it's nice and summery and the grease will flow. I'll be able to do the gearboxes and the transfer cases on that. But in the meantime, just a quick video on how to do your grease. Don't over-grease them. It's not needed. Yeah, you can over-grease them and waste your grease. There's no point. Make sure you have grease on hand. That's recommended by your manufacturer. Doesn't matter the grease gun you're using, although it's nicer to be able to just use the electric ones if you have them, but the push-on ones work as well. I've heard of a lube shuttle, I think is the other type of gun that has an easier way of including grease into it, which is nice, because the old ones are just a mess. So, thanks very much. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. What did you do on your land today? Because today, I showed you how to do grease Zerks on your snowblower. See you in the next one.